This is the story of a band of brave heroes whom fate once united. Bjarni, a proud Viking and the discoverer of a new world. Kura, a fair warrior. Sigurd, a hero from the Frankish Empire. And Hachi, the brave Saracen. Together they had already survived many fights and adventures. The world was threatened by a menace so great it could shake even the realm of the gods.
Cultures Northland. I wanted to start this project as a counterweight to Dungeon Siege 1 Legends of Arena because especially right now, and I think in some phases in the future, Dungeon Siege 1 is quite grim. So Northland here is more colorful and like featuring lush green meadows and forests and such. Maybe even a bit more cheerful. So you just saw the intro, which sadly sometimes has one or two quick moments of silence in it. Wine thing probably. I'm playing this on Linux with Wine. I went in game beforehand and it's working fine so far. I'm using one workaround though, which I'm gonna specify. But let's get started for now. Single player. We got tutorial, free play, campaign and load game. We're gonna do the tutorials and then the campaign. Right. Let's start with the controls. Controls and other basic functions. This tutorial will give you our first description of the user interface and how to move about in the game world. It will explain how to select and control your characters and perform other basic functions such as navigating the map, accelerating. So this game is accelerating. I don't know what that means. Starting, ending. Oh, okay. Starting, ending, pausing the game using basic buttons and windows. PS closing windows. You can close any window by pressing the escape key or by left clicking on the X button in the top right hand corner. Click on the flag symbol on the left of the menu bar to view this and any of the following windows again. The flag symbol on the left of the menu bar, that's this one. So task, objectives, right? And mythology, mythological information. So we got Norse mythology here. So far only Norse. Select Knut and send him to the marked place. Okay. Right, this is Knut. Knut is unemployed and has nothing to do all day. To select him, simply left click on him. The character will start flashing slightly and the character display will open near the right edge of the screen. If you want to give Knut an order, select him and press the space bar, or select him by right clicking on him and a menu will appear. By left clicking on actions you can decide whether a Viking should get a job, marry, move into a new home or go to school or change his profession or equipment. Select Knut and send him to the marked spot by right clicking. First you're gonna have a quick look into the sections, especially music, sound quality high, 100 jingles on, and this is the workaround I was referring to. So direct music, well we don't want no music. Direct music doesn't work, this is the GOG version, English one installer. But the only thing that works for me here is CD audio, so I dropped in my CD drive a original German version installer disc, and it's also a audio disc, it's a mix disc. So this works for me, pulling off the audio from the original CD. Now this is not great, but I I mean it's great for us obviously. Now we got high quality audio, but it's not great for everybody else. but I don't know how to help them, besides, you know, telling them to order the original disc. And we got a little clock down here, 12:50. Is this correct? Yes, it is. 12:50 PM for me. Okay, let's quickly check this. We are playing in 720p again, for the same reasons I specified in the Dungeon Siege 1 Let's Play, so people on smartphones can still read the text. Graphical detail high, mouse cursor hardware, GUI, fast, third mouse button, okay, tooltips, general, save, autosave. Let's do this 15 minutes and save. I like the GUI, the GUI. Okay. Experience bonus. Okay, we're gonna learn all of this. Let's follow the quest. Great! In caps. There's a faster and more direct way though. If you right click on a workplace when you have selected a Viking, he will begin working in the building and will automatically take on the respective profession if he is skilled to perform it. If you right click on a dwelling, your Viking will move in if there is still room available. If you choose a free place on the map by right clicking, your protégé will go there directly. The tooltips that appear at your mouse pointer provide feedback on the respective action. Okay, so give Knut a roof over his head and have him work as a farmer on the farm. Easy enough. Assign home. Well done. Knut has now got a roof over his head. Now let him work as a farmer. By the way, you can cancel an order or deselect a character by left clicking on any free space on the map. Cancel an order by left clicking. Well done. Now Knut has got a dwelling and a job, so he's well cared for. Is there something missing? Find a woman for him in his surroundings. Navigating the map. Move the mouse cursor over a free place in the landscape. Now press and hold the middle button and move the mouse. Okay. The screen detail will follow the movement of your mouse. The same function can be performed with the arrow keys. If you want to scroll automatically by moving the cursor to the edge of the screen, you need to set this option in the options menu. This can be accessed by clicking the button with the tools on it in the bar on the left hand side of the screen. Then press enter and you can set the scroll bar in the middle of the screen. Scroll mode in the middle of the screen. Set this, right. So yeah, edge doesn't work. And I can drag this around with the middle button. Might change this in the future. Knut has found a mate. Marry the two by selecting Knut and pressing the spacebar. Right. Choose the symbol with the two rings and Knut will propose to Ulla. She will then automatically move in with Knut and take care of his household. 3 dot ellipse. Marry the two by selecting Knut and pressing the spacebar. Okay. Help. It is often easier and quicker to enter commands via hotkeys. The key configuration F1 in the help system will give you more information about this. So, marry the two by pressing the space bar. Okay. Marry. This doesn't look exactly right, the buttons for me, like the green highlight. Maybe it's a bug for in the wine version. Maybe this is supposed to look like this. Marry. Select Ulla. Okay. Heart. Bubble right here. Pause in game speed. You can pause the game and start it again at any time by pressing the P key. Like pause. Press the 1 key on the keyboard to double the game speed. By pressing 1 again you can triple the game speed. If you then press the key again you return to the normal playing speed. Left click on the red patch in the general map At the lower left edge of the screen, you'll see a small village there. Now try adjusting the game speed and see how fast the villagers move. Oh, what's this? Alright. First boss. Okay. Speed this up. I guess that wasn't the 1 key, but maybe the L key? Yes, the L key. Okay, so we got normal, double, triple speed, not more. Show all messages. Okay, filtering messages. Okay, now we're done. Probably. There are more people here. Grua, Kari, Lotolf, and Torbjorn. I think that was it. Well, good enough. Then just save this and exit. Right, how do I exit game? Yes. Next tutorial. Every Viking is unique. Every Viking is unique. Here you will be informed about the individual skills and attributes of a character, such as name, knowledge, profession, marital status, social group, okay, life energy and needs, hero's characteristics, because every Viking is unique, but they are all stubborn by nature, and a text emoji. Mission objectives none, and still the same. Take Haldur, for example. He's a woodcutter and he's happy doing his job. He has a wife and a young child waiting for him at home after work. Every villager is a unique character. They all look different. They have different names, different professional developments, and individual skills and needs. And you can influence all these things except for their looks. This is Gunhild. She's the happy woman at Haldur's side, and the pair have a little girl called Grimhild. Social group. If you move the cursor over Gunhild, her outline will light up. Everything connected to this character will also flash. The home, partner, workplace and children. This way you can see at a glance who belongs to her, where she lives and works and what path she has to take. Path, okay. Moreover, the name, current profession and experience level of the highlighted character are indicated underneath the mouse pointer. If this Viking is currently learning a profession. You'll see the same effect if you move the cursor over a building as well. All the characters who live or work in that building will flash. Okay, so we got some context-based flashing up, which is cool. People down here. This is Bjorn. He's a scout and he's fed up with erecting signposts all day long. He'd like to have a wife as well, to live in a dwelling and add to the Viking tribe. He doesn't like his name and his profession either, and he'd much rather sit and fish all day. Give Bjorn a new identity. Start with the name. Select Bjorn and click on his name in the character display. A small window will pop up where you can change his name. Give him the profession of a fisherman. Okay. Does this work? Of course, he's called Ferdinand. And the profession of a fisherman. Let's see, that's the experience. Profession of a fisherman. Space. Change profession. Okay. Scout. Currently selected profession. Fisherman. The next thing he should do is look out for a bride. Further inland master carpenter Kalf is living with his beautiful and intelligent daughter Ragnar. Marry Ragnar to the Viking who was called Bjorn, assign them the dwelling on the shore and let them have a child. Note, marrying is not always that easy. Some Vikings are so focused on the task that they won't even notice the approaches of another character, or they may even choose a different partner. If you experience problems with two people who think should love one another, send them both away from the others and order at least one of them to marry. Okay, so I just signal them out. Okay, so he's got a daughter. So it should flash up, right? Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Dwelling. I need to read this again. Marry the fisherman to Ragnar and have them live together in a dwelling. So first we need to find Ferdinand. Magnify, follow, select, jump to. So marry. Ragnar. No, right click. Aww. Maybe this is okay. Just route him to Ragnar first, like here, and then select Ragnar and route her to here. Okay, spacebar, marry, left click, no. Okay, done. Not sure what exactly is the job, but it got done. Now he's continuing to fish and Ragnar is continuing to not sure. Have no profession. Okay. To get together in a dwelling. This is the dwelling, and so I think Ragnar already lives in this dwelling. Dwelling 2 it's called. So skip to Ferdinand and left click on the dwelling. You already lived there, right? Ferdinand and Ragnar, yeah. After and let them have a child, right? So Ferdinand and what we got? Attack, pray, talk, sleep, eat, go to. Maybe Ragnar? Have a girl, have a boy. Well, I have a boy. So Ragnar is in the house. And Ferdinand is fishing or something. Or is he? No. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Clay, no. Sumalidi. Okay. Did I miss anything? No. Had a couple of a shot. Ragnar and Ferdinand. Ragnar, yeah. Might be bugged. I'm expecting this to update the axis here, like the circles in the axis. Either way, I think we're done with this tutorial. So, no. What's the hotkey for this? Options menu, F2. Save. Go to the next tutorial. The food chain. The food chain. Let me quickly check this. Okay, so not all of the objectives are apparently shown in the beginning. There could have been more objectives in the last tutorial. Well, the food chain. This tutorial deals with the basic principles of the game, such as the exploitation of raw materials, the erection of buildings, and basic food procurement. Procurement, I think it means like getting the food. Extractors are the basic workers for any building. At the beginning they collect clay, wood or stone. With the necessary experience they can also extract gold, ore and mushrooms. Since you definitely need extractors, choose one of your Viking civilians, press the spacebar or right click and assign him the profession of a clay worker. You should make sure that his work area is over a clay pit so he can start working. Work area. If your extractor has nothing to do later on in the game, that will be because all the raw materials have been exploited. When this happens, just give him a different job. Turn a Viking into a clay worker. Orm. Change profession, extractor, clay. Goods. Now employ a woodcutter and a stone collector. Hint, extractors have professions that don't involve specific workplaces. You can change the raw materials they extract as well as the goods that are produced, provided that the worker is experienced enough and that the respective workplace is available. Give 2 of your Vikings the job of a woodcutter and a stone collector respectively. Wood. What is it? There's something about stone? Stone collector. So that should be extractor quarry stone. To erect buildings, you require builders. To create one of these, you must select one of your Viking civilians, press the space bar or right click and turn him into a builder. Now turn some of your idlemen into builders. Some. to builder. That's it. Now you have some busy builders. You can only build a farm if the clay worker has extracted enough clay. Clay. Just thinking about what's clay. I think it's like something, yeah, specific type of mud, so to speak. Click on the building symbol, house with hammer, in the menu bar on the left hand side of the screen, or press B on your keyboard. Then select the farm from the list. The ground will then darken except where it is possible to erect a farm. Click with the right mouse button on any light location of your choice. Your builders will pick a building site to work at on their own, but you can also assign them to particular constructions if necessary. Have your builders construct a farm. Open the building menu. Farm. What's that? 0 plus 0. Building help. 1 clay, 2 wood. Build road. Build stockade. Build gate. Papers. I'm gonna check this on later. Okay. Yep. Right. Where are my resources? Clay 99. Less. And don't understand the sharp bracket. So we got 15 clay, I guess, and 30 wood. What's wrong? 1 clay, 2 wood. Have a builders construct a farm. Right mouse button. Okay, I use the left mouse button. No, they're not assigned, I guess. Here we go. So regarding forwarding the game, I don't like periodically forwarding, like accelerating the game speed. Not a big fan of that. Let's see. I think it somewhat breaks the immersion, but then the immersion maybe in a what's this? It's kind of a strategy game, right? It's less than at an RPG. I'm just thinking about people that accelerate RPGs, which I think is very immersion breaking, but maybe for strategy games like this, it's not so much. Yo, what are you doing? What is that? Experience. Okay. Okay, they need sleep and food. Well done. Now make at least one of your Vikings a farmer. Once he is experienced enough, your people can build a mill. Watch how the farmer gains experience. Have one of your people join the farm as a farmer. Can she do it? No. Only guys can do it. Change profession. Farmer, assign a workplace. Brand is his name. So this does two things at once. right? Something. Wait until he's become a master. Experience bonus 0. Where do you have the experience? Highest experience. Boom. Hint. Your workers have several different natural needs. They need to eat, sleep, and they want to talk. Armorers who make armor or weapons need the blessing of the gods, so they must pray on a regular basis. Okay. All this keeps your characters from doing their jobs, therefore you should make sure they can satisfy their needs. If a worker lives in a nice dwelling, ideally one close to his workplace, he can relax much better than if he has to sleep outside. If a woman lives in a dwelling with him, she will cook good food for all the inhabitants. This feeds them better than simple fare. She will also entertain all the inhabitants of her home. Okay, long distances will exhaust your people. You should make sure that workplaces that depend on one another are as close together as possible. Okay. Give your people shoes so they can walk better and faster. The same applies to roads. Have your builders construct some dwellings in the meantime and have your Vikings live in them. Just perform the same action as you did when building a farm. Okay, well first let's wait until he's become a master. Or at least check where we can see the progress. Assign work area, show work area. Experience should be here, right? Ice experience? I don't understand where I can check his experience level. No. I can select these buttons, but yeah. So building houses, right? Dwelling. Yes, we got those. Workplaces. Workplaces currently are here. So like this. Builder, we can assign him. Builder, we can assign him to here. List of all subjects. Okay. Subject sounds a bit strange. But I understand, like, I'm the master and they are basically my subjects. Okay. Farmer experience bonus 0. I want to know how I can check his experience level. No. Oh, here we go. So these buttons filter, and agriculture is a food experience type. Okay, and highest experience, I think, shows all of the experience type experience that's sorted by highest. Okay. Just waiting. We've got some unoccupied people here. Can we call my builder? You do. Okay. Join the farm as a farmer and wait until he's become a master. And here. Shoes. Okay. So extractor wood can live here and extractor clay can live here. Not. Already full. Number of families 1 of 1. Okay. Well then, your farmer has sufficient experience now. Your builders can erect a mill. Build the mill close to the farm that supplies it with wheat to grind flour. Build a mill. Mill? That the builders are being auto-assigned. Stop talking. Einstein. Einstein. Your mill proudly stands. Your farmer is the only one who has enough experience in working with wheat. Turn the farmer into a miller and watch how he gains experience in his new profession. Have somebody else work as a farmer to maintain the wheat production. Alright. Civilian becomes farmer. Select a workplace. Is this... Okay. And brand becomes change profession miller. Right click. Farmer to miller. Milling 1. Hint. You can assign carriers or merchants to some workplaces while you're waiting for the miller. They can help the craftsman a lot and enable him to concentrate on the production of goods. Carriers are particularly useful in warehouses and headquarters. But what exactly are carriers and merchants doing? Let's see. Take one builder and change profession to carrier, merchant. We don't have yet. Carrier. In the mill. Forwarding. Okay, the carrier basically okay, they're basically taking stuff where it's supposed to go to. I guess so the miller can take on milling more often. I like the graphics. Like the grass swaying in the wind. Okay. And a farmer to a miller. Already done that. That was Brand. Miller. Okay, so carrier is an upgrade to builders. Esteen currently is farmer. I don't know, let's get more carriers than farm. Okay, your future baker will need water to bake his bread. Build a well close to the place where you will build your bakery later on. There's still room directly in front of the headquarters. It's a nice spot and you can save building space for really big buildings. Build a well. Right here. How many workers, builders we got? Oh. We can turn the map, can we? No. Okay. We got 2 builders. Build a bakery close to the mill and the well. With the food production from a farm, mill and bakery, you can provide food to a large village for a long time. Build a bakery. Mill and well should be probably here. We have more unoccupied people. I guess she can... let's just wait. So I like that they included the clock here as well. I like it. Your bakery has been built and you Vikings are looking forward to good fresh bread. But first somebody needs to work in the bakery. The only person who can do this due to experience is the miller. Turn the miller into a baker. Have a new miller work in the mill so its production can continue. In the farm, if the farm is empty now, assign a new farmer there. Need more people, right? Extract wood is clay. Oh, let's first get the miller. Change profession to baker at the bakery. Let's get the farmer. change profession to miller, the mill. Yeah, I just get a carrier and change his profession then to farmer at the farm. Congratulations! Your people shouldn't have to go hungry in the near future. You have managed to set up a really well-functioning chain of food production. Proceed to the next tutorial. Right. So I think after having watched or skipped through this video, you know, got to know the game a little bit, and you also got a good impression of how things work here. Well, or a first impression for sure. Yeah, so got 2 projects now. Not sure whether I'm gonna add a 3rd project, probably not, maybe yes. Right, so until next time, bye bye.